Moving on with the SEO checklist playlist, this is the second video about the site structure. The previous one was about keyword research. If you missed that one, go and check it out if you need that information. Right now, let's go into the site structure for your SEO checklist. So the first thing you want to do is create groups with keywords you've collected in the first step. If you don't have too many keywords, you can do that manually. Usually you have to take the keywords with the highest search volumes as your main keyword and then keywords related to it with the lower search volume to add to that group. That way you'll create categories and subcategories and product pages or filler keywords. If you have too many keywords to do that manually, I recommend using keyword clustering tools, such as again SERPstat, TopAdvisor, Rush Analytics. The results will look something like this. Basically, these tools will take a list of your keywords, take a look at the top results for every keyword, and compare which pages rank for keyword A and keyword B. And if similar pages rank for both of those keywords are related, therefore they will create a group. And you also have settings and a lot of that. This is one of those things you'll have to research on your own. So just to let you know, you have to create keyword groups for your site structure. Next, you have to create a tree for your website. For example, if you have a store where you sell car parts, you would have to have main page. Then on that main page you have Audi parts, BMW parts, Honda parts. Within Audi parts you'll have suspension parts and engine parts, and within suspension parts you'll have product pages. So you have main page, category, BMW, Audi, Honda, subcategory, engine parts, suspension parts, and then product pages. So go and create a tree for your website in that fashion. Once you're done with keywords grouping, it's time to optimize the website structure. First thing I want you to do is to make sure that you're not using any flash technology on your website. Next, make sure that none of the pages on your website are buried too deep. You have to be able to access all of the pages within 2-3 clicks. Especially for the very important pages, those should be within 1 click from your main page. The deeper the page is hidden within your website structure, the lower the chance that the search engine crawler will get to it, and it also decreases the importance of that page in the eyes of the search engine. So the search engine see that the page is buried too deep, it's probably not too important, I shouldn't check it very often, it will index it once and then will not get back to it in a while. And you don't want that to be happening. So make sure that all of your pages are not buried too deep. 2 or 3 clicks from the main page is the ideal number you should be looking for. To add to this, make sure that all of the important pages on your website are linked to from the main page. It doesn't mean that just the category pages, the one I mentioned before, Audi, BMW, Honda, should be linked from the main page, but also any other important page, such as information about delivery, prices, deals of the day, of the month, something like that. So everything that is very important to you should be linked from the main page. Next, make sure to use breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are navigation elements you can see on the website that show where the user is right now on your website. It improves the user experience, and on top of that, it allows Google Buzz to understand the structure of your website better. So breadcrumbs are a must. Once you've done with all that, it's time to create a sitemap for your website. This is again, it's one of the topics you have to research deeper. It's not too complicated. There are a bunch of services that can create the sitemap for your website, for example, xmlsitemaps.com. And once you have the sitemap, do not forget to submit it to Google. Go to your webmaster's tool and click Submit XML Sitemap. The third part of site structure optimization is URL optimization. First of all, the URLs on your website should represent the structure of your website. Similar to breadcrumbs, you should have the website.com/category/subcategory/product. By looking at the URL, users should understand what the page is about, where it's located, and what to expect from it. So make sure to create a good structure for your URLs. Second, create URLs that are human-friendly, the ones you can read. You have probably seen URLs that have a bunch of symbols. You do not want that on your website. If you have a page about braking fluid, the URL should include that word. For example, it should be website.com/BMW parts/braking system/braking fluid, something like that. Plus, except improving the UX, human-friendly URLs can improve your click-through rate because URLs are shown in the snippets on the search engines, and when people search for things, they will see the title, the description, and also the URL of the web page. And if your URL is good and easy to understand, the chances of people clicking on it will be higher. And the last thing about the site structure and URLs again is the length of the URL. You don't want your URLs to be too long again because of the UX and click-through rate. So make sure that your URLs are neat, tidy, easy to read and understand, and represent the site structure of your website. So that's it for the second video on this playlist. In the next one, I will share information about technical site audit. That video is already up, so if you want, go and watch the next one. Cheers!